Hello, and everybody. Welcome back to another official podcast of C&D Spill Tea. I'm David Strand.
And I'm Cool Jason.
And that was perfect.
It was. That was good timing. Good timing.
And we got some, good stuff to talk about today.
Official Arizona sponsor.
We're not sponsored, Cole. We're not sponsored.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day, but not yet.
I love you, Arnie.
And of course, like last week, as we started off with the joke of the weeks.
Jokes of the week.
Cole is going to take care of Monday through Wednesday for us, and I'm going to finish off the week.
I have Monday, Tuesday. Oh, yeah, you were right. I was wrong. Sorry. How did the facial hair begin all his interrogations?
I don't know. I can't remember this one.
I must ask you a question.
Ha 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 ha.
That one's pretty. That one maybe would have been funny 5-6 years ago, but back when the mustache craze was a thing and everybody wore the I must ask you a question t-shirts, it
kind of died. Yep, that's fair.
What's a hipster's favorite drink?
I can't remember that one.
Beard.
That's stupid, actually.
Beard. We have two facial hairs, so we see
two facial hairs, like two individual strands of facial hair.
Yes. Why did the butcher go to the gym?
Oh, to get beefy.
To stay beefy.
Same thing. Don't slam on my table ever again, mister. Now for Thursday. What was that for?
Nothing. Arnie, this tastes a little weird, I'm not gonna lie.
I think it looks fine.
It looks fine?
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about the taste.
It smells sus, but it's okay.
Yeah, that one's not great. Anyway.
What did the hamburger expert name his daughter?
I don't know. What did he name his daughter?
Patty.
Patty. That's fine.
That's terrible. Okay, I may butcher this one just because I don't know how to, roll it off. But what's the most?
Oh, that was so loud. I'm sorry.
That was so bad.
I'm sorry, anybody.
What's the most flexible food?
What?
Yoga art.
Yoga art?
It's like yogurt.
Yeah, but
yogurt art. It's like yoga art. Yogurt. So you see,
that's weird.
It's hard to roll it off.
Yeah, that's hard to say, but I get the joke.
Yeah. Why are all the trees friends?
Why? Happy tree friends.
They all get along. Do you get it? Do you not get it?
Do you not get it?
What is it again?
Why are all the trees friends? They all get along.
That one was.
He did not like that. Also, we have officially Mr. Romine is
Mr. Romine Mike. Say hi, buddy.
Would you like to turn on your mic and say hello?
Last week I got a comment that we need to mic him up because he talks a
decent amount.
A decent amount, not like a ton, but
not
enough
like
to.
Us, but yeah,
people are like. I mean, he's not like A tier like we are.
Yeah, he's not S tier like us.
He's maybe like a B tier celebrity.
He's good. A, B, yeah, B.
We're A tiers.
Yeah, no, we're S tiers.
That's not a thing, but it's okay.
S tier.
In the real world, it's an A tier celeb, A tier actor.
I've never really heard of that.
You didn't know that? So like A tier would be like Kevin Hart and B tier would be like any friend from like a daytime show kind of thing.
I think I'm about to call out somebody that I was about to get offended by, but it's okay.
No, there's nothing wrong with B tier. It's just
Yeah, you would just see them on The Masked Singer or one of those dance shows.
no comment.
Cole's about to be on one of those, but it's okay.
I wish.
You do wish. But we got some interesting stuff.
Your feet are everywhere.
I'm legit. My feet have been sitting here the whole.
Yeah. Okay. We got it. As long as we have you go outside, I go inside, and we'll be good. There's a little bar under it that we put our feet on. That's why we play footsie every day. I'm sorry. It's very loud. Okay, but today we've been actually. We have been on Marvel stuff recently, but we haven't been on talking about new Marvel stuff.
Yes, we've just been talking about
just
opinions and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, our
opinions.
Our tier list, which
has our most views. It does.
So thank you guys for that.
All much appreciation. Much appreciated.
Love it. Love it. But what's coming up?
Spiderman.
No wait, I forgot to do that.
Oh,
don't do that though. That'll break his thing.
No, duh. I said
Spider-Man.
You looked at you like you're about to.
Spidey-Man, No Way Home.
Doc Ock leaks.
Doc Ock leaks. So Along with Tom Holland being infamously bad at keeping secrets.
Oh, of course.
I guess, what's the guy's name? Molina? Is that how you say it? Molina? Whatever. The guy that plays Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2, the originals, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Let's look at his name.
Was talked about to have a possibly be in this next movie. Now, if we think back, so were Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Alfred Molina.
Yeah. They were Alfred, right? Alfred. Alfred. But like the other Spider-Man actors, it was a kind of speculation until good old Alfred goes on an interview and basically is just like, oh yeah, everybody already knows, so might as well just say it. So we now know that he is confirmed in
Way Home.
No Way Home.
I also seen a lot of teaser stuff about how the multiverse is definitely going to be coming together, and we're going to see Tobey Maguire again and Andrew Garfield.
Right, and there's no confirmation. Well, yeah, and Tom, I believe, went on saying that they're not in the movie. I believe he said that in something, but
you know the actors are discredited.
You never know, yeah. Right? But it was just interesting that Alfred was like, "Oh, people assume that I'm in it, so I'm just gonna be like, yo, I'm in it," like, which is just like
it doesn't. I wasn't assuming that at all at first.
Well, when it first came out, like that he was gonna be in it around that time. That was all just speculation. It wasn't until relatively recently that it was confirmed.
That's right. Oh, excuse me.
So, the biggest questions going into that. Oh my gosh, you're having a seizure. The biggest questions going into that are, he's older now. How are they going to deal with that? He died last time we saw him.
True.
Those are pretty much it. It's a different universe.
I was about to say, it is a different kind of, different universe, so.
And he did go in a little bit about how that's going to look. And he talked about.
I cut my finger.
This is what he said when he was asked. Are you okay?
Yeah,
you okay, buddy? You want me to kiss it?
Yeah.
When he was asked about how it was going back, he said this, and I quote, "It was wonderful. It was very interesting going back 17 years to play the same role, given that in the intervening years, sorry, I'm illiterate, I now have 2 chins, a waddle, crow's feet, and a slightly dodgy lower back." I thought that was quite entertaining.
That's funny.
But it is interesting because it is 17 years later, and later on in the article, he does talk about how he talked to the directors, and they said he's coming back right when he died. Like, this movie is picking up where he died.
That's interesting. Bless you.
It is very interesting. So then we can go into the assumption. What? Bless you. Were you waiting for me to say bless you?
No, he's saying his mic is garbage.
Oh. What?
Oh.
Turned off. Oh. So they didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Which obviously brings in the fact that there's either going to have to be some sort of time travel, or we're going to see the colliding of universes, which would be sick.
That would be sick. I agree with this.
Which, we have been kind of getting hints at recently. And when he was talking about how he was going to play it, because when they approached him with the role, he was like, dude, I look older. Mm-hmm. He said they were going to de-age Doc Ock. Mm-hmm. So they're going to do like how in other movies that you may have seen, like when they de-aged Robert Downey Jr. to look like his younger self kind of thing. That's what they're going to do. And they're going to de-age him to look like he did then.
That's interesting.
Right. Which then you have that kind of stuff kind of looks goofy in fight scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
But then you also have the side of it. He says, and I quote, "I don't have the same physicality that I had 17 years ago. That's just a fact." Which is, so not only, so maybe his face is going to look like young, but when he's fighting, he's going to be like, "Ugh,
get my walker, honey. And throw my cane at him."
And then he says he realized and he thought, "I then remembered that the tentacles do all the work. He doesn't have to fight at all. So this might actually work." Because he said a majority of his original filming, he was just kind of sitting there, and the tentacles were going ham. So it's interesting.
Robotic arms.
Yeah, and he just kind of sits there. So I think it could be cool, and I'm interested to see where they take that.
He called them tentacles too?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, what else would they be called?
I was just thinking robotic arms.
Tentacles, because he's Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I just always thought
have tentacles.
You're a tentacle.
I'm not a tentacle. You're a tentacle.
You're a tentacle. I said it first.
But are you excited for that film to come out?
I honestly am. I love Spider-Man. It's my second favorite superhero. No. Yes.
Oh, here we go. Back to the tears.
No. I'm just saying it's my second favorite superhero, behind Captain America, of course. And I love everything that has to do with Spider-Man. I have a couple figurines, like dope figurines of Spider-Man. I love them to death. I love the video games, and that's also what I was going to get into. I haven't heard anything on a new video game, and Spider-Man Miles Morales released in November.
And that was just supposed to be like a pre. It wasn't. It was never meant to be a full game.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like a DLC in a sense, and they're not releasing DLC upon that. So I want to see where they're going to go with the next Spider-Man game, because they're definitely going to be making another one. You could be for sure of that.
Right. Both of their games did extremely well.
They're so amazing. Have you played either of them?
I played the first one. I haven't played Miles Morales.
Miles Morales, it is.
It just, for me, it's like I feel like it'd be the same thing.
No, it's honestly different than what you think, and it's really cool. That's what I was about to say. Is that Spider-Man 1 has more of its exploration and more length to it. And Miles Morales has more of its compact, short feeling, but also compact, filled with that different stuff, It being the same game, it has different stuff in it, if that makes sense.
Right, and
I was kind of twisting my words there.
The biggest thing that I liked about the first game was literally just flying around. I wasn't a huge fan of the combat. I wasn't a huge fan of the story.
That's fair.
Or, I mean, the story was fine, but the missions, I didn't love the mission style. So, I mean, it was a good game, and a lot of people liked it and enjoyed it, but
you couldn't get
I just liked flying around, and I knew that Miles Morales was going to be the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's understandable. Miles Morales is web slinging and free falling and different ragdolling features, and that is way better in that one too.
But I mean, the feel of it,
yeah,
the controls of it are going to be very similar.
Yeah. They are exactly the same, but just the way that they executed some of the different move sets, I guess you could say, like the takedowns,
he's a little more uncoordinated.
Well, no, Spider-Man is actually more coordinated. Miles Morales is more the laid back.
That's what I'm saying. He's always just ah!
Yeah, just flailing around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand. That's exactly how he is in the video game. So that's why I was like, wow, and that's why it just makes it so feel so natural and so alive.
Speaking of Spider-Man, the remastered version.
Yeah.
Do you know when that's coming out?
Of the first Spider-Man? It's already out.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it came out with a package deal with Miles Morales, or you could buy it separately.
Is it garbage?
No. It's just as good.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you played it?
Yeah. I got it with a package deal.
Do you like the old look or the new look?
Definitely.
I like the new.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of hard.
It's controversial because a lot of people like the old one, but I like the new one because I think he looked too old in the old one.
No, he definitely looked too old in the old one. The new one makes him put him in that perfect age with it's
like the Tom Holland kind of age.
Yes. Yeah. But then again, it's not. They were going for someone that's out of college and stuff, and not really out of college, but mid college, but not dropped out or something, and is interning with Doc.
Right, but yeah. I still like the new.
And struggling to pay his bills in original Spider-Man fashion, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, I still like the new one better, but it's all interesting stuff. It's all interesting stuff. A lot of not DC, Marvel and Sony are really milking the Spider-Man success.
Oh, especially with Disney Plus and the other Spider-Man's coming there. You heard that? Yeah, they made a contract deal with Sony of putting Homecoming, Far From Home, and then more than likely No Way Home is going to be on Disney Plus too.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Well, that's good. Were they stopping them from putting it on Disney Plus for a while?
I think it was definitely Sony that was stopping them because they needed to sign a contract deal to give them the rights, I think. And I don't know.
Sony
what
is
was
just
stopping
so
that.
annoying about Spider-Man. Just let them have the movie, because you can't tell me they're making money off of it.
Yeah, they really are.
Could be even more annoying.
Yeah.
I've heard that Netflix is basically romancing Sony to actually buy the Spider-Verse off of them.
That'd be kind of sick, though.
But it'd ruin it.
I don't know.
The success of Spider-Man, of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, is MCU, and that's just a fact. If they try and take Tom Holland to another universe, it's not going to be as good. Without the same directors, writers, and
That's
crew
true,
behind
that's true,
it,
that's
it's
true,
not
that's
going to be
true.
as good.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm sorry, but
because it was bothering me.
I mean,
there we go.
the other two didn't do as well for a reason. And
What other two? Oh, they made
the other two
Spider-Man in the
Spider-Mans.
original. Okay. The first one, Tobey Maguire. I honestly, he's a good Spider-Man, but I don't like him. I mean, I like him, but I don't think he's like people say he's the best. He's the OG. I don't think he's the best.
It's all because of Spider-Man 3.
I think
Yes.
Spider-Man 3 ruined
Yeah.
everything that they had going.
everything he had going for him
Yes.
just went down the drain.
Because Spider-Man 3 was really goofy.
It was my favorite.
Spider-Man 3 was.
You watched the dance portion with no sound effects. You gotta watch that.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I have not
Spider-Man
seen
3
it.
was my favorite when I was a kid.
No, Spider-Man 3 is definitely a good one, but it's just the way that they portrayed his character.
Everybody hates it, but
Yeah.
it was my favorite because the black Spider-Man suit I thought was sick,
Oh, that was really cool.
and I thought it was funny when he would dance around. So it was my favorite movie as a kid. So
And then he also beat on Mary Jane, which was, that's no bueno, man. It's no
Did he
bueno.
really?
Yeah, you don't remember
I
that?
haven't seen it.
Well, he
in
didn't
ages.
actually beat on her, but he was just like, in the bar area, or like he was at the restaurant they worked at after they broke up. And he was dancing with this girl to make Mary Jane jealous. And then he was like causing a ruckus, and then he tried to push one of these guards off. And he like swung her, or Mary Jane was trying to pull him off, and then he swung around and just smacked her.
Oh, that's tough, dude.
Yeah. She still got back with him. I don't understand it.
But how do you? Well, if we go back to last week, you said you never learned going back to people, so I'm surprised you don't understand it.
Oh, we hate it when we hear.
I don't like neither of you. How about that? I'm about to be. It's about to be a. I was gonna say something, but I'm not going anymore.
Yeah, probably shouldn't. Family friendly show.
Oh, it was gonna be family friendly. I just thought it was gonna be.
Funny, but it probably wasn't.
Yeah. Probably like it was just now. So.
Oh
But
gosh.
it's a difference. It's not like my girlfriend's gonna start hitting me.
Anyway, next up,
I'm just kidding. She only beats me occasionally.
Next up, DC.
DC.
Next up, did you get it? That's DC.
Doc Ock.
The D sound, the C sound. Black. Not much about the in this area other than Black Adam is in production.
Yep.
Um.
Zachary Levi. That's the Shazam guy, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I love him. Dwayne the Rock Johnson is the
He's still gonna be it,
producer
right?
of Black Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Black Adam.
Yes.
He's also the producer of
Black Adam.
Yes. And Shazam. Thank you. We finish each other's sandwiches. What can I say?
Oh yeah.
When talked about, because the original idea of Shazam and the whole universe behind that was, Shazam and Black Adam were going to be in the same movie. They were going to have a big battle in that movie, and that was going to be like a thing. Black Adam was said to be the main antagonist of the movie. Later on, I mean, The Rock as Black Adam has been in talks for 10 plus years now.
I believe it.
And finally, it just started production a couple days ago.
They didn't even start
And-
production. They weren't in the midst of production when they first made that trailer.
Now they just started it.
That's
Like
so
like
stupid.
about a week.
I'm upset about that.
and a half ago. But all that said, Black Adam and Shazam were meant to meet up in Shazam. The
In the
movie.
first one.
Right, and they were both supposed to be intertwined stories.
What is this in a Shazam 3 though? Is that like the
Yeah,
third?
so
You
that's
talk about third movie though.
That's where I'm getting at.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm sorry, Cole. Don't hurt me.
But Black Adam. Dang it. They're different movies. They decided to separate them because they wanted to tell each story specifically.
Yeah.
To come together eventually. So they're making their own kind of little universe there. And Zachary Levi once said on an interview that he thought that he could see this happening. That doesn't mean this is going to happen. Maybe this is seeing Shazam 3 as Black Adam, or like Shazam 2 as Black Adam. So it'd be like Shazam, Black Adam, and then like Shazam 3. But I mean, like just 3 Shazam movies types. But Zachary Levi said that he could see him, Shazam and Black Adam going at it in a Shazam 3 movie, whatever that would look like. But that was a long time ago, so I don't know if that's still valid. But I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, no, I actually when I first saw that, the trailer, I was
there hasn't been a trailer.
There's like a teaser
of him sitting in the chair.
Yeah, and have like just the lightning and like the stuff, and you can hear his voice.
Yeah,
I was crazy about it. I was like, dude, this could be so sick, because I love Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Like he's so cool. I don't know, like it's just I don't know. I feel like he's gonna play a good Black Adam. Yeah. So a
lot of people are super hyped about it, and I loved Shazam. I thought the movie was really funny, and I enjoyed it. And I think this is just because we've been wanting to see. Bless you. We've been wanting to see.
Sneeze you, cough you.
A lot of people have been wanting to see Dwayne The Rock in a superhero movie because it just seems like it makes sense.
Yeah.
He's a giant jacked guy.
Exactly. Did you see the movie Rage?
I never saw it, but I know it's with him and the monkey.
Yes, dude. Well, it's actually over the old. What's it? Would it be an indie game? Is it an indie game, Rage? With like the monkey, the gorilla? No.
What?
Rage the video game. Is it an indie game?
Do you know what an indie game is?
No, I guess not.
Kidding me? Oh, sorry, everyone. This is my childhood, not theirs. It's called Rampage.
That's what I meant. Oh, why did I say Rage?
Rage came out in like 2007?
Yeah, that video game.
Yeah.
Rage 2 came out in like 2018. I played it. But
Rage 2,
Rampage.
like Rage the
Video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with monkeys.
No, I was saying Rage, and you weren't picking up it either, and you kept saying Rage as well.
I've never seen the movie nor played the game, so I'm not claiming to know the
Well, I
information.
played Rampage on a PSP because I had those arcade games, like the arcade game.
You know the
collection.
ancient ones, the really really old games that only old people play.
Yeah. Me and Romine are old. Hey, I'm with you on that, but I'm not old.
I dropped a ton of quarters in the Rampage when I was a little kid.
Ha! Couldn't it be me?
Couldn't be me.
Imagine being a boomer. Couldn't it be me?
Well, you're gonna get a
60
lawsuit.
65-year-old Romine over here.
He's not 65.
That's what you guessed.
I like how it turned on me. No, this ain't cool. He called you old, first off.
As a joke.
And he called you a boomer.
You genuinely thought he was 65.
No.
Then why was that your first guess?
I just like saying high numbers to start with.
Oh, what's 2 plus 2? 5!
No, it's actually 70.
That one didn't land.
You didn't get it at first?
No, I got it, but it was a stretch. It's
You're
okay.
a stretch.
No, but
Tab.
anyway, yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been wanting The Rock.
Help me, people. I'm getting bullied.
Always. A lot of people have been wanting The Rock in movies.
Yeah.
In a superhero movie, and it just makes sense. And this is in his wheelhouse. Because, I mean, personally, I feel like he's a little too to be in MCU, but he's too funny to be in DC. So I think Black Adam and the whole Shazam verse thing is just perfect.
Shazam was kind of funny.
Yeah, I know.
My thing with DC, though, is it's very dark.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so it's a perfect mixture of the two for him to be in, which I'm excited about.
That's fair,
So.
yeah. So a funny man in a dark universe.
Right.
Makes
But
sense.
I mean, there wasn't much darkness in Shazam, but I mean, it was still the DC undertone kind of thing. So that's all. That's always interesting.
You want to talk about restoring the Snyderverse?
Right, but I also want to say that The Rock has been.
Saying jacked.
He's been. Yeah, that's what I wrote down.
Yeah.
He's been saying Jack. He's been making, which I think keeps a lot of people's excited about this because, The Rock is known for his crazy workouts and like how he puts it all over.
Dude, have you
social
seen his
media.
cheat meals, bro?
Yeah,
They're nuts.
they're insane.
Have you seen his French toast ones?
Yeah,
Oh, it looks so good. I wish I was jacked like that so I could eat like that too.
yeah, but
But I'm just fat and eat like that.
your spirit animal.
Yeah,
The whale.
Gosh, don't even get me started on that crap. That's so dumb, dude. I want to see someone come up, they just go to any spiritual event and be like, my spirit animal is a whale, and I'm proud of it. What? Exactly. That's what I sound like when I get out of bed. Why do I want to be feel like a whale? Like, I already feel like a whale. I don't need a spirit as it. Come on.
Come on, man.
Okay, let's get off
I
the
was an
stupid spirit.
eagle. I was an eagle.
It's okay. You got Nightcrawler, you creep.
That's true. I was Nightcrawler.
I got Captain America.
The whale version of Captain America. Whalian America. Captain Whale.
That was terrible.
Captain
Captain
Whalian America. But yeah, he's just. It's nice to see that he's continuing his grind. So he's really taking this role seriously. Which is it's always exciting to see when an actor's really taking something seriously. So.
Especially the ones that starve themselves to actually get down to a certain weight.
Right.
I can't think of someone. Let me think. Hold on.
The
I want to say
Machinist.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
I put my hand.
The Machinist. What's his name? The Batman.
Christian Bale. Oh yeah, that is who
has gone from woo and the weight scale, and always takes his role seriously and always performs well. So
I loved him as Batman.
Speaking of Batman,
Where is he?
speaking of Batman, the Flash movie was announced. Now you're like, what does that have to do with Batman? This is what has to do with Batman. Michael Keaton was announced and confirmed to be in the new Flash movie as his Batman character, alongside Ben Affleck.
Isn't that Mike? Isn't what? Michael Keaton's the original, isn't he? Or is it? He's like the one after, or something like that. He's one of the. He's one of the first.
There was the TV show. He was like the first movie, right?
Yeah.
Ish.
Kind of, yes. I mean, there was that racist version of Batman back in like the 1930s or 20s.
Well, it's 1930s. What do you expect?
Trying to fight the Germans and also the Japanese. And then,
Oh gosh.
yeah. So Batman at that time was very anti-Japanese. It was basically a propaganda film for,
The war.
the war.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So up to date Batman. Up to date Batman. Is Michael Keaton is one of the OGs. So it's cool to see him back.
Wait, what is he playing?
Batman.
Oh, he's playing as Batman.
Yup.
What is Ben Affleck?
Batman.
Is this like
So they're using since it's a Flash, if
Is this
anybody
gonna be the multiple Earth thing?
for anybody that has seen the Snyder Cut, it goes more in depth from the original Justice League about messing with time, messing with reality through the Flash's speed. And so that is essentially how they're going to
Oh, dude,
get
I forgot
both
about that scene. That scene was so sick.
Yeah.
It was so
That's
sick.
essentially how they're going to get both
You
Batman
finished it, right?
in it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Did you like it way better than the original? You better have.
It was a lot better than the original.
I thought it was great.
It was much better. I was surprised that it seemed to have. It felt like a different film.
Yeah.
I hadn't
Yeah,
seen
that's
the
very
original,
true.
but I thought the new one was great.
You keep telling me about that one cut with Superman and Batman vs Superman. What is that one?
Yeah, the director's version of Batman versus Superman
It-
is good also. It adds enough elements to it to make it make sense.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, it's still not perfect.
I mean, you're introducing Batman and then the new actor for Batman and then saying go fight Superman kind of thing. So it's never a good idea to do that, but
That's fair.
for what it was, I'm sure.
And their version of Batman is kind of a hybrid of the Frank Miller version, which is like a 1989-ish version of Batman, where he's old, he's starting to get slow, and he is much more violent than
Right.
the one that you guys are kind of used to.
Yeah. Batman's not supposed to kill. This Batman likes to slay.
Yeah, pretty much.
He had no problem killing off a bunch of henchmen throughout the film.
Yeah. But
And he used guns in it, so
yeah. He's got a scar.
Scar, Fortnite Scar.
I mean, it's also they called it an FN scar, I think is what it's called.
Well, I was just joking.
I know. Fortnite, victory royale.
No. Okay.
The Flash movie, though,
You just cut me off.
I'm actually. Oh, sorry. I didn't know
just
you were saying something. Go for it.
No, you got it.
No, you got it.
You got it.
But you got it.
Okay,
I-
fine.
yeah.
So, Christian Bale as Batman.
Mhm.
That just so the last movie, Dark Knight Rises, right? Excuse me. You know what's remained a mystery?
What happened to Robin?
Yeah, no. What happened to Batman? Like, did he actually die? Okay, so the Bruce that Alfred saw wasn't a vision; it was actually Bruce.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
The real question is
What happened to Robin?
Robin. Yeah.
Robin.
Robin. He just kind of pieced out.
Who was playing him? That was going to be a
don't remember.
Gordon Jason Levitt, or whatever, Gordon Joseph Levitt. Yeah.
But yeah, so Flash movie, super dope. We got Michael Keaton as
Flash is
Batman.
my
We got Ben
favorite
Affleck
superhero.
as Batman. We have Ezra Miller as the Flash, so they're not going to switch anything up there.
Yep.
And Johnny Depp is shown in the cast on Google. So
Oh, speaking of which, have you watched the Flash series on the CW?
no, but I watched Supergirl.
Okay, it's nuts because on the Flash CW, when they did their Crisis on Infinite
Yeah.
Earths, they had a scene where the Flash from
This
Justice League
was in it.
Yes,
Mhm.
it was nuts. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It was like a IRL person went to an animated show because the suits in the
Are very different.
show.
I like
yeah.
the show super.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because the other one is just very rough. and-
Yeah.
Yeah. I like really
Flash
clean
is supposed to be
suits.
sleek.
What if Flash had a cape?
Nope, because that wouldn't make sense because he'd be like and trip over it.
Drag.
Yeah.
You would not want any drag.
Plus,
I
somebody could just go
know.
like, and you'd be like,
That's true, but it'd be so cool.
but I don't like.
I love capes.
I don't
can't
like
help it.
Ezra Miller's armor that much, but to each their own.
He's a good Flash, though.
Yep, I think so.
Give him that.
Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi?
Yeah, we can talk about Shang-Chi.
Or do you want to talk about Marvel's Modok? We should save that for a little bit later.
Okay.
Because that is an atrocity.
A lot of people disagree with you.
It looks so bad.
Some people are super excited for it.
Okay, let's go. Okay, Shang-Chi trailer dropped. I don't know who Shang-Chi is. You don't
I
either.
don't know who it is.
Do you know who Shang-Chi is?
Only slightly.
Slightly. He has not been in any shows or Marvel movies. He's only been in the comic books, correct? Yeah, so we don't have much information on him, just except for the trailer looks kind of cool and sick. And then you also have down
yes.
Iron Fist.
Possibly a hint at Iron Fist being in the movie, because we
Danny
saw.
Rand.
I believe it was in the forest. There were two men wearing the Iron Fist colors. And Iron Fist has been controversial in the past because of the way that he's been portrayed.
On the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
They made him into like this whiny.
Yeah.
I wanted to punch him. I was hoping the hand would take him down.
Yeah.
I never finished the second season. Really,
I was a huge fan of Iron Fist in one of the old Spider-Man games, and I loved to play as him whenever I could.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
I've never been able to find it again, but I remember I played this Spider-Man game.
Was it Ultimate Alliance, do you think? Or was it just a strictly Spider-Man game?
It was like a third-person Spider-Man game, that's all I know.
Well, every Spider-Man game's third person.
I don't know. I don't know what
Is
it
it
was.
not?
You could play as different people and fight different bosses. I don't know
Except
what
for
it
the
was.
VR games.
But I really liked it. So
Have you played that VR, the VR of Spider-Man? You have? Is it cool?
I didn't think it was that great. It's more of a tech demo than anything else.
That's fair. Okay.
What do they call those experiences? You can't see my, air quotes.
experiences.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I've always loved Iron Fist. I think his character's dope.
Oh yeah, no, it's
and
definitely
so
cool.
in the part in part of the trailer, there was a scene where there were two men wearing the colors of Iron Fist. So because of how Iron Fist has been controversial, people think that because of that little clip there, that it could be switching to, instead of Iron Fist just being a superhero name, that it's a legacy that's passed on.
Yeah.
Kind of like Black Panther kind of thing.
Yeah, it's fair.
Which I think would be sick.
That would be cool.
I love Iron Fist. I think it's super dope. I don't know much about Shang-Chi, so I can't really talk on that.
Yeah, me neither. But it makes sense because those, Shang-Chi and Iron Fist are kind of from the, I don't want to say same place, but they seem like they originate from the same ancestry or old practice or something.
Martial arts.
Yeah. Yeah. Leave me alone. You guys just been busting on me all day.
Well,
Thank God you changed that to martial arts.
Okay, you know what? I'm not
God.
going to put any more intellect into this podcast.
what my mom, when my mom was watching it, she said you talk a lot. Said you don't let David talk enough. And I looked at her and I said, well, Mom, when I let David talk, he says really dumb stuff.
Well, I was going to go more in depth and then just plain martial arts, but it's okay. You guys won't see me back next week.
We know where you were going, and we were helping you. Oh gosh.
I'm going to quit. Stop the recording. I'm done.
More Marvel stuff.
I'm going to go do my track meet.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Falcon and Winter Soldier. We haven't talked about that. That was gross. I don't think we've talked about it at all. Have we? I mean, we touched on it a little bit.
David was 2 weeks behind.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
could
I
never.
was.
Now you're all the way up, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I am.
Ugh, so good. It's
Oh, and Mortal Kombat comes out tomorrow, by the way.
what's it on?
HBO Max in theaters.
I'm gonna watch it on HBO Max.
Guess what? Me too, because I won't be here. Get over here. I am Sub-Zero.
Where he turned his blood to ice.
You are stupid.
That's cool. But yeah.
I thought that was funny. The way he laughed.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I don't like neither of you anymore.
Yeah, you okay?
Not really. I kind of want to cry.
Anyway, Falcon and where we left off, the suit, which I'm assuming is a suit, whatever was in the box.
Oh, bro, dude, my dad was going into something like the White Falcon suit or something. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't. Explain, please.
He will have to explain. I don't know anything about
I
it.
don't think it is, though. I think it is there is a hybrid Captain America Falcon suit.
That's exactly what I said.
What it's probably going to be.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I said to my dad.
Well, for sure.
I'm really excited about it. One of the things that this shoe is kind of pushing is the, kind of disenfranchisement that African Americans are having.
100%. Which I think is so cool. It's very timely. It's a very timely matter.
You have the Wakandans who built the suit for it.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, so good.
Right.
Now you get, the shield was not built by the Wakandans.
Right.
It was, Tony Stark or one of the Starks built
Mhm.
that shield. But to have some, African influence on a suit that is going to be used for
Mainstream.
the African American version of Captain America, I think that's great.
And
Yeah.
I think what's really cool is
Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow.
because we've had Wakanda in an African characters in the MCU, but they've never gone too far into African American because it's a different culture and different matters at hand. And I think it's very good that they're going into that, and I'm sure the actor is loving being able to portray that because I mean it's gonna
Anthony Mackie.
It's Anthony Mackie. Yeah, it's reaching people because I mean it's reaching me just the fact that they're doing that, and I think it's sick.
It's pretty nice.
The whole storyline with Isaiah.
Isaiah Bradley. Yeah.
It's so good. It's just so good, and I think it needed to happen, and it was needed to be brought to light.
So he was
in the MCU.
He was one of the ones after Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
But yeah, I think it would be cool if, obviously it's either going to be, okay, I'm sorry, so many thoughts are coming at once. So from the training that we saw at the end.
And we make fun of me.
From the training we saw at the end of the episode, it was him training, and he looked sick.
Oh, he looked so cool.
He had no serum. So what I think is going to be really cool, and I think I think this could be cool, is they're going to make him just as good of a Captain America, just as good as a fighter, but he's not going to have serum, and it's just going to show that you don't need to be a super soldier to be able to kick butt and do well, because it's flips and all kinds of stuff, and he's training through hard work, which I think is a really, really good story arc.
Yeah.
And you can just see him mature too. His character is maturing, even in just the last episode. So
yeah,
I think it's cool.
Did you two know that John Walker is U.S. agent?
Yeah,
I did too.
Yeah, I mean it's not necessarily confirmed, but that's where his story arc is going. I would assume some people think he might be Captain Hydra.
Nah,
that might be, which I think that would he's too America to go.
That
into
woman that talked to him is one of,
Val?
Yeah.
Which, depending on where they go with it, she might be Madam Hydra, which would be interesting.
So he could be Captain Hydra then.
It's possible that she's putting it. It also is possible that they're using her to kind of put together the MCU's version of what is it called, the Thunderbirds, or
like
Thunderdome.
anti-hero squad, like a Suicide Squad kind of thing.
yeah.
Well, that new movie's gonna be sick. Suicide Squad 2, but we're not gonna get into that now.
But I think it would be cool. So my thoughts are there's that road that they can go where it's just hard work and he kicks butt.
Facts.
Or with the Wakandan influence. I know that this is a Black Panther thing only, but what if his super soldier serum came from the Wakandan thing?
Whoa. I was honestly,
you know what I'm talking about? Their whole ritual to become Black Panther? Which I don't think that would happen, but I think that'd be a cool way to do it if they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I understand what you mean now. I was like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about like the little fruit
The
plant?
ritual where, that's what I'm talking about.
So, yeah. What I was, or what my dad was talking about too, that I thought, like, because it was evident that John Walker was going to take the serum.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And then my dad was like, oh, Falcon's going to get that. I'm like, no, it's John Walker, Dad. Mm-hmm. I seen teasers about it before I watched the episode, honestly. I seen that said Captain America turned bad, and then I seen that Ray picked up the super soldier serum, and then
good becomes great, bad becomes worse.
Yeah. And then that hit different.
It did. It hit so different.
I was like,
whoo. Sheesh. But and Roman, you said something about the suit. If it had the effect of the punch, and then the that Black
That's
Panther
what I was
has,
thinking.
the purple
That's
thing,
what I was thinking,
which
yeah.
would be a really cool way to implement
the absorbent
Wakanda.
vibranium or something like that.
Why have we still not seen the Winter Soldier arm, the new Wakandan arm? Because
that was sick with that.
Bucky,
with the one girl did.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Bucky. Sebastian Stan in an interview said, because a kid was like, "Which arm do you like better?" He goes, "Oh well, I kind of miss the star, but this new arm has some different features that we have yet to explore, and we're exploring. We have not seen any of those features. It's still just an arm. I want him to go or something like that, but he hasn't.
Cyborg.
Something like that. Like, don't say that and then, like, not. It's not cool. I don't like it.
Wow. Then, with, or do you want to say anything else on Falcon and Winter Soldier?
No, I'm just excited to watch it. Do you know what time it comes out?
Does it come out at 12 every night? I won't be at my
Or
house.
is it 1?
No, it was not 12. I tried catching it one night at.
Oh, sorry.
I tried catching it one night at like midnight, and it was definitely not out then.
Oh.
And Winter Soldier come out.
Well, that's
Let's
fair,
see.
because I won't be there at my house tonight.
Falcon and
anyway,
Winter Soldier start. Release date, start time. Oh, blocked. Of course.
Yeah.
What
get
time do
wrecked.
Falcon and Winter Soldier episodes come out? 12 a.m. PT,
Pacific time.
5 p.m. AEST, 8 a.m. GMT. What? Where's come out Eastern?
Yeah, just put EST. But yeah, Falcon Winter Soldier comes out tomorrow, last episode. Is it a series thing or is it a season?
We're 3 hours later than PET,
So it come out.
Pacific Standard, so it would come at 3 a.m.
We're 3 hours earlier.
Earlier? No.
Yes. Pacific is out on California time.
I know.
So we.
Or 3 hours later. Because whenever I have interviews with people from LA, they'll be in the middle of the day and I'll be at like midnight. Yeah.
I give up. I don't care anymore.
Am I wrong?
No, you're correct.
Okay. Yeah, so it'd be 3 a.m. for us.
Oh, I was trying to.
He's
It was
trying.
our turn to make fun of him.
No.
I would cry.
Oh gosh. But then the Modok show, it's basically like an Adult Swim kind of thing.
Oh, dude, it's so bad. I don't. Like it.
I thought it was so stupid.
Have you seen it?
The
Oh
Modok
my
trailer.
gosh, I need to watch it.
It's basically Hulu.
I'll link it in Discord tonight.
So you know how they said that like Hulu's gonna hold all their mature content for like Disney's mature content like stuff. It's basically like it's like a Family
It's
Guy kind of
Modok
show.
cussing nonstop.
It's a.
Going to be like.
It's almost like a
Harley
claymation.
Quinn cartoon, because that's pretty awesome.
It's like a no. It's.
Do you know
okay,
what
here's
Adult
the
Swim
here's
looks
the
like
story.
with
Here's
Robot
the
Chicken and
story.
stuff?
Okay. Here's the. It's like Family Guy.
It looks like action figures.
Here's the story. Okay, it is Modok. Okay, which I love his character in like the cartoons and stuff.
It's pretty cool in the
But
Marvel game too.
he is getting a divorce with his wife, and he has 2 children. And at one point
company
he
is
fights
going
Iron Man
bankrupt.
and this other dude, and the other dude is dating his ex-wife.
It's so.
It's
nuts.
a spoof show. It's a spoof. So
Not something you're excited about.
not
No.
something.
It doesn't
Okay.
look
Here we
good.
go. Patton Oswalt stars as the big headed
Do you know who that
creep
is?
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him.
Whose
I like
life,
Patton Oswalt.
Whose
He's
life
pretty
is
funny.
going down the tubes. His wife, Amy Garcia, is leaving him. His company is falling into bankruptcy. His enemies have way better PR. And it's gonna be
PR.
like adult.
It's gonna
whatever.
be more adult. So adult.
Where are
Swim.
we on time?
We're at
50. Okay.
Yeah, we still got a little bit. Yeah, so I'm not excited for it. A lot of people, Cole said a lot of people are excited for it. I don't know
Like
how.
every article I read, they're like, yes, the long-awaited Modok, and it's like, okay, but you just took him out of the MCU essentially to be stupid. And
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Unless they make a separate
it is
thing,
what
but
it is.
Yeah, it's cool.
I guess.
And that's really it for the Marvel or
Yeah.
the movie production type of stuff. And
I want
now
to talk about Days Gone.
Days Gone 2.
So talk about why they canceled it, because I don't know.
So there's been a lot of articles, and like you found earlier, that there's a petition, but we'll get into that in a second. So Days Gone came out in 20...
Like 18, 19, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 2018. No. I
can
gotta
look
hear
it
it.
up.
I think it was 2019.
I can try.
Yeah, do that for us. But it is essentially a survival zombie game that
2019.
So it is a survival zombie game that blew up. It was really good. It still is good. They made for the next gen consoles. They made
It's got a 4.6 audience rating.
they made updated graphic They made an update that updated the graphics, the support 4K resolution, 60 FPS, all that around there. So they're kind of supporting it. Like, I don't know if they're making up any more updates. But the thing was, they started working on Days Gone 2. And then with the release of these new consoles,
which I was so hyped about. Like, I was going to spend $500 on a PlayStation just to play Days Gone 2.
Because Days Gone is a really good game.
It's so good. It's my favorite game I've ever played.
Yeah. So the thing is they were working on it. Then some weird idea got like flopped around, like multiplayer, like the faction mode people were over on Days Gone 2, but then they pulled them back to work on The Last of Us remake, which, a lot of people are nobody's excited for. Nobody wants it because it's already been remastered.
Right.
They're remaking it, which means it's going to be the same game, but different elements. Kind of how Resident Evil 3 was, updated graphics, all that, different kind of story. The only thing they could add in The Last of Us Remastered is a new movement set or UI. Like, there's no need to remaster it since it was just remastered in 2013, which came with the PS4 and just that because it's a PlayStation exclusive. Rumor that may change, maybe. And with all of that going on, they were like, let's do a Last of Us remake, and then they completely were about to pull the plug on Days Gone 2, cancel it essentially, and then.
Well, he told me this before we started, and
yes,
I lost it. I was so upset.
Yeah, and then
I looked it up, and there's a petition going around for Days Gone 2 that has nearly 70,000 signatures.
And that was 53 minutes ago before recording this, so
this is very new information.
Yeah, about 2 hours ago.
2 days ago, it had 50,000.
Yeah,
so it's got 20,000.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that people are behind it.
Yeah. So definitely more news on that. I will be looking that up, or we will for the next coming podcast, which will not be next week, I don't think.
Why not? We can do it beforehand, can't we?
Maybe Wednesday.
Yeah, you can do it on Wednesday.
We can do it Wednesday.
It'll still be posted on Friday.
Depends I don't know if I have a track meet Wednesday or something. I have to.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll get it to you if we can.
Yeah, you'll see a podcast next week, but not the following week. Maybe we'll see. All speculative right now, but sorry about that. So I'll be doing more research on Days Gone 2. Other than that.
The Warzone nuke
event, the new update went live. It went downloadable yesterday, and you were able to pre-download a download, which makes no sense because you pre-download it, and then when it hits 12 o'clock, you download it again.
Really?
Which makes no sense.
The same exact download?
Yeah.
That's funny.
But then, knowing them, you'll also have to download a 60
gigabyte
patch for the pre-download that you already downloaded.
Yeah, that's Call of Duty for you. You know what? What's funny? I did a deep dive on my system. The highest storage game is
what?
Black Ops Cold War with almost 200 gigabytes.
What?
Ghost of Tsushima. You know Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
Open world game, amazing game, fantastic fractions, fantastic graphics, 60 gigs.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Games like God of War, another
but
49 gigs.
They're constantly updating.
I understand, but
And
at
they've
the
got,
same time,
servers and
when
whatnot.
when they're not like, also with Cold War, I'm peed off about Cold War, respectively, because Cold War is probably the worst Call of Duty they've ever made. Cold War is actually a bad game.
Disagree.
I can't get behind it.
I disagree.
I haven't played it in.
Black Ops 4 was garbage. 3 and 4 were garbage.
He hasn't played Call of Duty. I loved
2.
Black Ops 4 is my favorite.
1 and 2 were amazing.
Black Ops 4 of recent.
Black Ops 4 was not good.
I love Black Ops 4.
It's not good.
The
Boots on
zombies
ground.
weren't as good, but
Boots on ground. But
Black Ops 4 was boots on ground.
We're getting no.
Yes, it was.
It had power stuff, power slides. And
Black
whatnot.
Ops 4.
Yeah.
Black Ops 4.
Yes.
No, that was.
No, it had the superpowers.
Oh, you're talking about specialists.
Yes.
Nah, that's not futuristic.
Which they had power slides and crap. And they had little jetpacks.
No, they didn't have jetpacks.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't. Black Ops 3, it went from Black Ops 3, which had jetpacks, then Infinite Warfare, with your Modern Warfare Remastered, and then it went to the Back to the Boots on Ground, which was World War II, Wait. Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, World War 2. Infinite Warfare. Yeah, and then went to World War 2 because Infinity Ward made it, yeah.
Sorry. There is no wall slides or thrust jumping, but there are sliding, mantling, and swimming.
Yeah.
The power slides are garbage. I hate it.
Power slide. I don't know. I can't remember much of the power slide.
It's like a boo instead of just like sliding on the ground. It like you go ridiculously far.
I don't know about that.
It is, and then you swim, and
you could swim in Black Ops Cold War.
Blackout was terrible.
I actually like Blackout. Black Ops Cold War you can swim in too.
But the way they made it was not good. 5?
4.
I don't know what that means.
5 minutes.
55.
Okay. Well, the Warzone nuke event, we got off topic.
Yeah.
It definitely launched today, and actually it's live right now. As of
We're
Thursday.
looking to be in a oh, by the way.
Yeah, it's Thursday, April 22nd.
The competition next weekend?
Yeah.
I talked to I'll call you out. Rylan. I talked to him. He says he doesn't think he's good enough to do it. And I was like, he's cracked at normal multiplayer, but he says he's garbage at Warzone. And I said, get over it. You're doing it.
That's fair. Warzone is kind of, it's weird, but it's also trash.
So we might have to look for somebody else.
Yeah. But that's a different topic. Warzone nuke event is live as of Thursday, April 22nd. The new map change should have happened already. I checked this morning around 5 or 6 o'clock. It said 8 hours. So around then, it should be out now. It should have been out by 3 o'clock. So, and that's EST, by the way. So definitely, if you are a podcast viewer and want to play Warzone, it's definitely live. Go try it out.
Warzone's new map is a 1984 version of Verdansk.
Yep, it went back in time, kind of, because the nuke kind of resetted it. Yep, perfect. Yep, that's exactly what it's gonna look like. Yep, perfect.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yep. So it's an old school map now. Yeah, it's the same map, but it looks different. Of course, it's just like any other game, really.
What made it go back in time?
The nuke. It kind of like reset. It's weird. I need to go see it first.
I guess they threw in zombies, and the whole zombie storyline is insane.
Yeah. So that is really it for this week's podcast of C&D Spill the Tea. It's been a pleasure, everybody.
Thank you guys again for the support.
Yep. We'll be looking at the comments weekly again. Or Cole will, because he's usually on that.
Yeah. And Romine is. David does nothing for the podcast. Oh, get wrecked.
David is getting picked on, and David's about to quit the team.
You say this every week. Every week
it's true. Every week you
because it's funny.
But it's okay. I only slightly want to cry myself to sleep at night, but that is not.
You love it.
That is a common occurrence anyway. So, thank you, everybody, for watching. It's been a pleasure. We love everybody. Subscribe if you're new. Share with your friends, family, everybody that would more than likely like this. Leave a like down below and comment.
Let us know what you want us to cover or game maybe you want to see us play. Anything really we're down for. I mean, that sounds horrible for us, but
do the Bean Boozled challenge. Actually, I may throw up from that, so I don't know. It's terrible.
It is terrible. I got skunked once, and it wasn't good.
Oh, dude, I got dog food. Dog food's the worst.
No,
one.
Skunk is the worst because your hands smell like skunk. Your breath smells like skunk. It's horrible.
Dude, you could also try to break it open to smell it. They all smell the same. It's terrible.
Gross. Okay, anyway.
They all smell like the bad one.
Thank you guys for watching.
It's been awesome. We love everybody. Thanks for all the support. We'll see you guys more than likely next week. If not, we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Peace out.